So, my freshman year of high school, I had this gigantic crush on a girl named Teresa. She was kind of a mystery. She didn't have any of the same friends as me, and she was really intimidating, so I wasn't gonna strike up a conversation with her. So my love remained from afar and stalker-like. My sophomore year, I fell for this girl. Her name was Bridget. We made out a couple times, but she had a boyfriend. I actually professed my love to her one time in like a 5-page handwritten letter, and her response to me was, if anything happens between me and my boyfriend, you'll be the first person that I call. So my junior year, I found an inn with Trisha, which was actually through Bridget. I ditched my 6th period English class to go smoke a cigarette in the girls' bathroom, and discovered that the two of them were friends. There was like 5 or 6 girls that chain smoked every day in the handicap stall of this bathroom, and one of them was like a rough-looking Jada Pinkett Smith kind of looking girl, and one of them happened to be Trisha. I don't remember the rest of them. They were important. So I decided that it was my mission to weasel my way into Trisha's world. So I stopped going to English class, 6th period. This was like the chain smoking session was where I was every day. And during this time, I came to learn a few interesting facts. One, the woman that sat outside of the bathroom in the hallway every single day was not in that hall monitor, but the parole officer of Jada Pinkett Smith. Apparently she stabbed somebody in the neck with a pencil at her previous high school, and for some reason she got to come to our high school with like a chaperone. I don't know how that worked. I'd also come to find out that Trisha was newly single, and I decided that, you know, like now's the time. But I also found out that Bridget had a thing for Trisha as well. And she made it a point to tell me that the two of them hooked up a couple times, and for whatever reason it never worked out. But I wasn't gonna let the girl that broke my heart take my woman from me. So, like I said, I was there every day, 6th period, and it was my mission to charm my way into Trisha's heart, even though Bridget was pretty aggressively cock-blocking. And one Friday we made plans to get together that weekend, and Bridget overheard us, and she was like, obviously in a panic, like, well guys, if you guys are gonna do anything, then like call me and we can all get together, it'll be great. And I was like, yeah, sure, even though we knew we weren't gonna, like we were both hip to her game. So that Saturday, the next day, we met up for dinner in the city, and Bridget quickly became the topic of conversation because she was kind of a liar. She exaggerated a lot. Trisha told me like, no, they never hooked up. You know, I'd caught her in a bunch of lies. And it was really, you know, we loved the girl. It was kind of sad. Her life was like kind of tragic. She was like one of maybe 2 people left in her family that hadn't died horrifically. So we were, you know, it's all right that that's the way she chose to make herself feel better. But we weren't into her, we were into each other. And eventually we went back to Trisha's apartment. I don't know why this high school senior had her own apartment, it was weird. But we went back to her apartment and we like fooled around and then passed out. I forgot where I was the next morning. I was a little confused when Trisha shook me awake and told me that Bridget had died the night before. So I immediately think that like this bitch is crazy and this is, you know, she thinks this is funny. And just as I was about to tell her what I thought of a twisted joke, she told me that there was a car accident. Bridget was in the car with 2 other girls that we went to school with, and the guy that was driving lost control, was speeding, and like crashed into a tree or something. I was immediately filled with like the most self-loathing that I had ever experienced in my life, and I hated Trisha too. Like, we did this. Somehow, for some reason, probably because of the guilt, and we needed to like alleviate each other's guilt, we wound up staying together for maybe like over a year. We never talked about Bridget. We went to the funeral, but we never discussed what happened and like what we did. Eventually, Trisha and I, like that that time had passed, and when I was a senior in high school, I just dropped off the face of the earth and like completely, like we didn't want to talk about Bridget, we weren't talking about anything. So